Hey there guys, welcome to the channel. I just have a really quick video for you today to talk about autism and patience, or really the lack thereof patience. Most kids are very impatient. However, autistic children tend to be even more so, and they act out a lot when they're experiencing impatience. So I'm going to share with you a few quick tips that have worked very well for me and my son Shane over the years to allow him to be able to wait and to understand the concept of patience. Shane was a very, very tiny little guy, maybe 2 years old. I started to notice he was incredibly impatient, even compared to other kids his age. And the way he acted when he had to wait was a lot worse than other kids acted. He would throw himself on the floor. He would pull stuff off tables. He would run away when we had to wait in line at Walmart. I mean, the list goes on. It was really, really difficult for me to understand why he was acting this way. And very quickly, I realized I had to come up with some very simple and easy solutions that I could use in these situations, because these were everyday life situations that we had to encounter. Waiting at a stop sign, waiting in traffic, waiting to use the bathroom, waiting for his turn with a toy was a big one. So very quickly, I decided I had to figure out some stuff. I worked with his educators and also just trial and error over the years. And these are the tips that I came up with. Number one, definitely always prepare your child for the possibility or for the reality that they're going to have to wait. Verbally explain to them, we are going to a birthday party and there's going to be a clown there, for example. He's going to make balloons, but you're going to have to wait your turn. If you want a balloon, you have to wait. It's very simple. It will go a long way because your child will know exactly what they're getting themselves into before they get there. And then when they arrive at the party, you remind them again, oh, you want that balloon? You know you're going to have to wait for it. Prepare your child verbally for what it is they're going to be waiting for. It could even be a car ride. Okay, you want to go for a nice car ride? Fine, we'll go. But remember, there might be traffic and we'll have to wait. Do you want to come with mommy to the grocery store to pick a treat? You know there's a line at the grocery store. You're going to have to wait. Are you sure you want to do this? That sort of thing. Just prepare them for any situation that they're going to have to wait for. Use a time timer. Me and Shani have one and we use it all the time. We've used it ever since his first educator recommended it, and we continue to use it today. There are no situations where a time timer cannot be useful when having to wait. We use it when his educator comes to the house to work with him, and so that he can have a gauge on how long they're going to have to work together for. We use it when I say, okay, we're going to do some homework and it's going to be 20 minutes. We use a time timer because he's then waiting to do something else. Usually it's his iPad after homework. So he's technically waiting. So we use the timer. It makes it easier. If you know he needs to wait because you're on the phone and they're bothering you, like, I want something, put on the time timer. Okay, I have 10 minutes to myself. Here's the timer. Give mommy that 10 minutes. I cannot explain to you how amazing the time timer has been for my son and many, many autistic children. It's like 20 bucks on Amazon, maybe even like 15. I will link the one below, but literally you could use the one on your phone. You can download an app. We use a physical one. Again, I'll link it below. But whatever works for you, a time timer, give it a try. I'm sure it can be beneficial in terms of teaching your child how to be more patient and to wait when needed. Try to use distractions when your child is going to have to wait. This was particularly beneficial for us when Shane was like under the age of 6 and 7. I would always make sure that I had something either in my purse or on my phone or in the car to distract him if a situation came up and he had to wait. Sometimes if I didn't have something, I would just start talking about anything. Like I would play I Spy with him. I would distract him with a funny story or just like excessive hugs and kisses and tickling him in the lineup that was taking particularly longer than I had anticipated. Some parents use an iPad. Some people use a game that they have on their phone that they always let them play when the child has to wait. It can actually be a physical toy that you carry in your purse and it's for waiting. Just have some distractions there so that your child is not thinking about how long it is that they're having to wait or how hard it is to be patient for whatever it is they're waiting for, and they're distracted by this phone or toy or iPad, something that can keep their attention while they need to wait. Use a social story. A social story kind of goes back to what I was saying with regards to preparing your child verbally for what is to be expected of them. But a social story is like a physical thing that you guys can either like read before the event that you're going where your child's going to have to wait, or actually bring it and read it while you're there. And it breaks down the steps of what is patience, what is waiting, and how am I supposed to act while I'm being patient and while I'm waiting. Your child has a very simply written social story that allows them to understand the full scope of patience and waiting and what is expected during each step of that. I will link the one below that I've created for my son Shane. However, they are all over the internet and they're very easily found. You can download one, you can probably find a free one, but you can also just purchase one like on Amazon or something. Find one that works well for your child, or even just create one. I have a YouTube video also that is talking about how you can create social stories for your child. Using these tools over the years with my son that I've talked about in this video, we have made leaps and bounds in terms of my son's patience. He can now wait in line for a movie. He understands the concept of being patient and being able to wait. And when we go to a party or we're in a social environment and he wants to use a toy, he understands that he has to wait 5 minutes for his turn to use the toy. Sometimes I have to use the timer now, and oftentimes I don't even have to use it. It is definitely doable, but it takes time and it takes patience on your end. It will not happen quickly or overnight, but using these tools and other things that could work for your child, you can definitely instill some patience in them. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Better yet, share it with somebody that you think it could help. I post videos every single week, so please subscribe to find out what I'll share next.